Welcome to the party, pal. I know last year when we did a little Christmas party get together, we got into that classic debate, Die Hard a Christmas movie or not. You were going pretty hard against me that it's not, and I was going for. And then about halfway through, it was uncovered that you hadn't seen the movie, which made me want to flip the fucking table. I was like, everything that was said now to me is just null and void. But
I get it. It's your favorite movie. I get it.
It's a tradition in my house. I watch it on Christmas Eve. But our good friend and friend of the show, Jeremy Fitzpatrick, decided that it would be kind of funny. He had seen that episode and watched a video game video we put out where we did Snipers Only, and you were the John McClane skin doing the finishing move. Felt it was ironic still that you're using that character and hadn't seen the movie. And Jeremy's like, he still hasn't seen it. You got to get him to see it. So I figured, you know what? This year, I had him sit down and watch it. And we're about to end this debate once and for all. But I know you had something you wanted to tell me when you came in. And we got right to it. You said there was a funny story that happened.
What? You want me to talk about the work? About the work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll start off
You
with
said
that.
it was hilarious.
We'll start off with that then. All right, as you guys and ladies know, I love doing some girl talk, okay, with the lady co-workers that I have. So we'll just call her Bridget. She's a fellow co-worker of mine.
Okay.
And we were just talking about, like, hilarious, like, relationship, and then we got into, like, sex and porn and all, Yeah, we run wild around here. So she was telling me she was, like, dating this guy. They were, like, in their, he was, like, 28, the guy, and they were, like, dating a little bit.
How old's Bridget?
I'm gonna say probably the same age. I don't know. I really don't know how old she is, but that's irrelevant.
Hey, my dad always says, be a good friend and remember their birthday, never their age.
Anyway, it doesn't matter her age. It matters his age. Because at 28, you're acting like this. But this was probably the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life that a man did. So, they were, like, together, and, he was, like, the type that, wasn't rushing to have sex sort of thing. And so she took it as, he was being, like, respectable and whatever the fuck. Anyway, so there was a moment in time when, things were getting hot and heavy and they were getting into it. And then, but right before they could start anything, he decided to get up and go in the bathroom and start watching porn. That moment. So just anyway, you're with the girl, you're getting hot and heavy, like, you're good to go, she's good to go.
You're going to go spill that seed
the minute she, like, took her shirt off, he just went directly in the bathroom, started watching porn.
This man's dedicated.
Left her right in the bed, dude.
She should have started watching porn.
She didn't know what to do. She never experienced that, never heard about it. I thought that was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
This guy a choir boy?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have questions.
I don't know who the fuck this person is, but apparently he had a serious porn addiction. And, whatever you're into, that's irrelevant. But when you have ass right there, especially in your bed, and you still go, nah, and you go in the bathroom.
Why adjacent to the room?
And you bring your phone and you're just like,
you have the volume all the way up?
I'll see you in 5.
Yeah, and I'm done. He comes back out and just starts cuddling. Lights a cigarette.
I know there's not a lot of manly men left. There's very few left. And here's a problem with people addicted to porn, right? Here's the problem. They got it all wrong, okay? Like, for me, I watch porn not to fucking bust a nut. I'm like John Madden breaking down game films, bud. Because, listen, I'm fucking studying. Because when the moment fucking strikes, bud, I'm fucking doing that.
I'm going to use that move later.
I'm doing that.
That is going in the memory bank.
I'm doing that same fucking shit play by play. And, because, listen, okay, I got to overcome this, maybe this. I don't bring a lot to the table, but when it comes to the bedroom, you best believe I'm going to knock it right out the fucking park, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
I got hours of fucking game film, bud, just like John Madden. I'm telling you, I got fucking game film. And then every once in a while you get some fucking strange ass, and then you practice to see, you know, what you can do and what, you know, whatever. Because, you know, maybe there's some shit that you physically can't, like, you gotta be able to lift them up and fucking, you know, like, there's some shit. So, that's
what... Flying 69?
Right, so that's where they got it all wrong, man. You gotta watch it like you're fucking watching film. That's how you gotta do it. I mean, that's how I do it, and that, like I said, that's why I have no fucking complaints when it comes to that. Now, you could say a lot of other shit about me, which is probably true. When it comes to that, in the sheets, bud, we're all fucking going. But again, I just thought it was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That is some bizarre shit, man.
It was hilarious. Yeah,
well, speaking of watching film and manly men, John McClane. Bruce Willis is John McClane. All right, Die Hard. What were your thoughts? Are you going to agree with me now that it's a Christmas movie?
No.
No.
Not at all. It's not a Christmas movie.
How the
whatsoever.
fuck not?
It's just not. It's just not. I understand you're going to give me the basic, or, well, it happened Christmas Eve, and they had fucking Christmas ornaments, and,
at the Christmas party, there's Christmas music throughout, ho ho ho, or now have a machine gun, ho ho ho.
I understand that, but that's not the
ends with Let It Snow.
The storyline is, spoiler for anybody who doesn't fucking who hasn't watched it.
It came out in '87.
It's a bunch of fucking
it's
a bunch of Germans with one black guy and an Asian guy that they're going in and they're fucking robbing the fucking Yumagachi Tower, okay, breaking in the safe, okay. And then it just so happened that John McClane's there because he's trying to fucking hook up with his wife, which I have a fucking issue about the fucking wife, I gotta say, but we'll save that for later. But,
and her name was Holly. Christmas.
Yeah, any bitch named Holly, stay away from. But, so, what it was just a bunch of it was just a big money heist robbery.
It ended up being a robbery.
That's what the whole thing is.
Fucking missed the whole
and then
point.
And then he's taking out some fucking, you know, killing some terrorists, you know, and trying to save his fucking wife at the end, which he does. And then you know, makes a fucking friend with the sergeant and the limo guy. But that's what it was about. And I gotta tell you, it dragged on a little bit too long for my liking. I mean, I've watched some long movies, but it dragged on a little bit too much. It was a little predictable, but there were some that, like, okay, they didn't go full.
It's an 80s action movie. I mean, we've all seen, you know, those types of devices used in all kinds of other movies of the same sort. But, I mean, here's a guy who is going to, is invited to the Christmas Eve party, where his wife became super successful, only to find out she took the kids and moved to California. He's a New York cop, and basically thought she wasn't going to cut it out there, and she did way better than he had expected, and she didn't need him anymore. Starts going by her maiden name. She is becoming her own woman again because he decided that his job was more important. Well, no, he decided he was an independent man. I'm going to put food on the table, you fucking stay in the kitchen. Well, guess what? This is one of those first stories, I would probably think, because it came out in '87, there weren't too many stories like that, where he had to go back. Even when he was talking to Al on the intercom, and didn't think he was going to make it out alive, that he's like, you know, she's heard me say I love you 1,000 times, but she's never heard me say I'm sorry. So I want you to tell her I'm going to say it's, you know, all these Christmas movies, it's always seemed, a lot of them, I should say anyway, is about some bumbling father that's fucked everything up that needs to go make amends, and it happens to be around Christmas time.
What fucking Christmas movies are you fucking
Never seen Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No. No.
See,
why would I fucking... No.
I feel a lot of the people making the argument that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie haven't seen a lot of it.
What you just explained had nothing to do with Christmas. Nothing to do with Christmas.
Coming together, love, family, friends. Hey-oh! All right.
No.
All right.
Nothing about it.
You're wrapped up in the Charles Dickens type Christmas-themed bullshit kind of story, which I feel a lot of people are wrapped up in, but there's a lot more to a Christmas story than Santa Claus. Okay? And for anyone that doesn't think action and Christmas is going to go together, The Rock and Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons are working on, Red One that's coming out. So you want to, it's an action movie or a Christmas movie? Well, Santa's got to be in it.
Listen to me. I know this is going to be very hard for you to comprehend because you're an atheist and you don't believe in nothing, okay? But let me just tell you this.
I'll still respect yours.
That's cool.
So you infringe upon me.
Listen, I love you. But here's what you got to understand. Christmas is about fucking Santa, presents,
Where's
fucking
Santa in
getting
the
together.
Bible? Where's Santa in the Bible? I think it's an anagram. Satan. That's in the Bible, but not Santa.
So then we shouldn't celebrate any fucking holidays. Is pretty much what you're telling me.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, I don't. First of all, I'm a Catholic, and second of all, I don't fucking live and die by the Bible. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
You're not gonna see me at fucking church.
No, you're not
You're not gonna see me
evangelical.
at
I
fucking
get
church.
that. I get
You ain't
that.
gonna see me fucking throw some fucking scriptures at you. Okay. If I went to jail, I'm gonna come back and fucking find Jesus, and then all of a sudden sprinkle holy water on everybody. That's not fucking happening. Okay. But the premise of Christmas, where as kids and when we grow now. Grown up and through generations, it's not so much about religion. It's about the Santa, the Christmas tree, the fucking reindeer, the fucking food, the treats, family presents, toys, all that shit. And that's what we've grown to love.
Well, it literally has to have all of that.
Yeah, and Christmas Story,
Home Alone's
Rudolph
not.
the Reindeer,
Home Alone's not a Christmas movie.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, all that shit. Die Hard screams nothing about Christmas.
Delusional, man. Then Home Alone. Home Alone's not a Christmas movie. Then.
I mean, have I made the claim that Home Alone's a Christmas
No, but
movie?
a lot of people I would think would make the
Okay,
claim.
well then don't make a claim on me.
I'm talking to you then.
Unless if I made
It's
the claim.
not. It's about two guys breaking into a house and some crazy
It's the same.
MacGyver.
Hold on. I'll make that argument that Home Alone, yes, is not. If I'm saying Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, yeah, Home Alone is not. 'Cause
Well,
it's
at least I can respect the fact that you're consistent
it's the
with
same,
it.
It's the same premise because yes, even though it takes place during Christmas time, that's not the story. The story is with Home Alone. Two burglars come in, and then the kid gets all fucking, being a trickster, has
Right.
fucking funny traps, and we're all gonna, fucking jack off at the end. But yeah,
Let us know.
I'm not saying Die Hard is a bad movie. I'm not gonna make that claim. It was okay.
Right.
It was okay. I do like though the best part about the movie.
Ooh.
Is that the fucking Professor Snape? Is it Snape? Snake?
Yes.
Snape?
Alan
Snap,
Rickman.
Snake, whatever. He plays the fucking bad guy in the movie, and I've never seen him in any other movie but that. And I gotta say, he was very good.
He's phenomenal.
Very-
Well, he was
very good
also
actor.
played the voice of God in Kevin Smith's Dogma, which was also a really good one. If I can find that one day, I'll make you watch that one. But yeah, for me, it's like that meme. It's not Christmas until I see Hans Gruber falling off Nakatomi Tower, and then I can celebrate.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Tim Allen's The Santa Claus any day.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Santa Claus 2, 3 sucked, but
But what bothers me about that kind of logic is like, okay then, because then I think of, there aren't, I guess, a whole lot of seasonal movies, if I can put it that way. Like, yeah, okay, we can say Leprechaun, watch
There's
Leprechaun at fucking St. Patrick's Day time. The horror movies can be only for, I know we did one about horror movies, but if I'm using a lot of that argument, then it has to have all those criteria, then the movie Halloween with Michael Myers is the only true Halloween movie because it's on Halloween, there's trick-or-treaters, there's costumes, there's all that shit.
yeah, but you can watch a scary or killing movie at any time of the year.
I do.
And for me, I'm not going to watch...
I watch it double time,
I'm not
though, in
going to watch
October.
Right Off the Red-Nosed Reindeer in fucking March. Like, it's not happening.
I only watch Die Hard on
Because-
Christmas Eve.
Well, that's you. But people,
a lot of others out
people
there. Come
interpret seasons differently.
Mm-hmm.
Holidays differently. Like... Not everyone celebrates Christmas. It's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whatever, other
Right.
shit that they do. But
We're
that's
currently
fine.
in Hanukkah right now.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so...
Happy Hanukkah if you're celebrating.
Whatever. Anyway, so... Yeah, Die Hard's just not a Christmas movie. I'm sorry. And I don't really...
It's more akin
and
to
I
a
don't-
biblical story.
And
I
when it
know-
comes to Halloween, I don't think of Halloween movies. To me, and this is a personal opinion, Halloween time is an appropriate fitting for scary movies, not so much Halloween movies. But scary movies you could watch whenever. Like,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But the fact that it's an action Christmas themed movie, I can't just watch.
You
a
can.
lot of people do though.
Okay, but I'm not shitting
And
on
they
you.
want to say that it's not. That's what I'm getting at. Is a lot of people won't say that it's a Christmas movie, but there's plenty of things in there, and that replete throughout that remind you of Christmas?
No.
Oh my God.
There was not at one. Okay, let me lay down a couple things. First of all, if that's great.
Santa was in it. He was the dead guy in the elevator.
That was not fucking Santa. First of all, all right.
Was that Heimlich?
Listen, I don't care if people want to make Die Hard their Christmas movie. Like that's cool. Do you? If you want to watch fucking Saw 4 and you want that as your fucking Christmas movie, God bless you.
But there's literally zero in that.
So if they put a fucking Christmas tree up in the lobby before he goes and fucking
That's
drugs,
not all that's in it.
Then that's cool.
Oh my God.
He writes ho 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 in blood on your shirt.
The dialogue throughout the movie, the music throughout the movie.
Oh, he said Merry Christmas, pal.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm not.
And the buddies when he's like,
Yeah.
kind of clicking in with Al, like it's a good, like coming together of those groups, and you're finding out their backstories. They're overcoming those odds. And if you think about the original Christmas story, it was about a family fleeing because there was genocide happening in order to save their infant child. Here's a father going back and fighting these terrorists in order to save his marriage and family in the end. I mean, and they're all coming together, man.
Listen,
Christmas!
I love your passion, okay?
A lot of themes of Christmas.
And here's what you gotta understand. I'm not shitting on you about having Die Hard as your Christmas movie. I'm not. And I see your angle that you're trying to go with is you're
I'm never
trying
gonna convince him.
No, that's fine because you're trying to which listen, Tyler's not dumb, and I get you're trying to throw the religious aspect to it, which is fine. God bless you on that.
Thank you.
However, the world modernize, breaking it simply down, people don't think about that. It's what I told you. Santa, Rudolph, presents. That's what people aren't. I'm sure there's a small subsect of people that are, but the majority streamline. No, it's not. It's not what it is.
Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments.
It's not a Christmas movie. And again, I'm not saying
Argue
it's bad.
in the comments.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I'll argue with you.
But there's at one point when after he killed, that wasn't like after he killed the 8th person. I was like, man, this is a great fucking Christmas movie. No. I wasn't like, man, I better have some fucking eggnog if I'm going to watch this again. No, not at all, whatsoever.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie then?
I do.
I
do.
Okay.
I do.
It's interesting.
It is. It's basic. It's a basic bitch movie, but I watch it every year. It's A Christmas Story.
With the little kid. That's right. I got you the Red Ryder last year. That's right. Now it's all coming back to me.
Yep.
Because I learned that night, and how ironic that the gift that I had to give you was that rifle.
So that's, but again, that's a Christmas Story, and so take that and compare it to Die Hard, two separate things. Now you could
right when he gets soap in his mouth from saying fuck when they had the flat.
Try to be unbiased and take your
Easter Bunny costume,
your religious spiel out of it. And you just compare the straight movies, people most likely would say A Christmas Story is a Christmas movie.
But there's always some kind of calamity happening in some... Okay, the Santa Claus. I get it. Okay, there's all the themes represented, including Santa. He's becoming Santa because he accidentally knocks him off the roof. So, because he killed him, the curse is that he gets taken over by Santa. Really cool thought process, by the way. That would flip the fuck out if I couldn't do anything about that. All right. But that's the issue, and he's trying to fight it all the way and keep his family together until he finally embraces what he needs to change. I feel the same thing happens through John McClane during this time, where with his wife's situation, to where he really needed to be there because he needed to be more supportive of her and for the family. So he had to become something he didn't want to. It was forced upon him.
I gotta make...
He needed some stockings because he was barefoot running through all the glass.
You just brought her up again. This Holly bitch in the fucking movie. First of all...
Mrs. Gennaro.
First of all, she fucking, it was a Me Too movement before it was even popular. She got Me Too'd, okay? So she changes her last name. She's still legally married, okay?
Yes.
He saves her life, kills all the fucking terrorists. Okay, they lost 2 co-workers, not a big deal. Then all of a sudden, towards the end, because her life was saved, oh, now all of a sudden she calls herself fucking Miss McLean, and we're kissing. Now we love him. All of a sudden,
That's actually a good point.
It is she is a fucking bitch, dude. I'm telling you, she's a fucking bitch,
Took
bro.
the kids, went across the country.
Yeah,
All right,
because he did nothing different than he did. That was probably similar shit that he was doing in New York. He's a fucking cop, and he's trying to save people,
Yeah, but
save
then he
the
realized
situation.
what really mattered was the people, those kinds of people. The people he was trying to save this time
Until
was
she
his
was in
wife.
danger and she had a gun to her fucking head, she could give 2 fucks about him.
Well, he tried to make the argument again about why she was wrong, even though that she was right before the terrorists broke into the place.
Then you had a fucking cokehead co-worker trying to slide into the DMs. And again,
yeah,
ladies, this is what I have to tell you,
Ellis
okay?
is a dick.
Men are not your friends, okay? They're only saying they're your friends because they're waiting to fucking slide in that shit, okay? They'll wait 20, 25 years, it doesn't fucking matter. You keep them in the men and women cannot be fucking friends. I'm sorry. Unless if you're completely gay, that's okay. Well, nowadays we don't quote genders, but
I was gonna say I'm not gay, but I'm friends with women that I don't want to have sex with.
you might be.
Does that mean they want to have sex with me? Does someone always want to have?
Yes.
Okay.
Then they might want to have sex with you, which we can make that argument with
When I
a
was
few.
with Corinne, she came up with that same concept because I was trying to, tell like people would like something on my social media and she'd be, who the fuck is that? I'm like, look who it is.
Well,
Come on.
no, I don't-
And then she was like, someone wants something. So even if it wasn't me that wanted something, she was pissed off because she knew what that girl was doing kind of thing. And I thought that was bananas, but maybe he's right.
I'm not going to say, no, the online shit, liking, that's all bullshit. I'm
All
talking
right.
about genuine hanging out, guy and girl.
I
That's
think it
not
can
legit.
happen.
No.
I think it can happen.
No. Someone wants to fuck somebody.
I believe in it.
No.
I have the spirit.
Okay, let me ask you, alright, let me give you a scenario, okay? Your boy calls you, and your friend who's a girl calls you to hang out. Similar situation, who are you going to go hang out with?
If you're the boy, I'm hanging out with you. Excuse me.
No, let's just say it's not me. Obviously, I overcome everybody. But let's just say it's a guy and a girl, equal friendship. Who you hanging out with?
What are we doing? I know, I have so many questions. I'm sorry. I know he's getting...
Netflix and chilling.
You're right then. Depending on who the chick is.
Why should it depend? She's your friend.
See? He's always fucking right! He's always right.
Someone wants to fuck someone always.
But I still disagree with you
And
about
that's-
Die Hard.
Hold on. And that's okay. And that's okay. Men and women fuck. Men and men. Everyone wants to fuck. Let's all get in a pile and fuck, dude. It's okay. But listen.
Now I know what he wants for
But
Christmas.
listen. Okay? Ladies, if you have guy friends, you ain't gonna get no serious man. No serious man's gonna look at that and say, that's cool. No. Because the minute you have relationship issues, guess what? Those guy friends, all of a sudden, they have all the answers.
Swoop right in.
They have all the answers of what's a good relationship and all this other shit. Because guess what? You know why I know this? Because I used to be like that at my younger age. And guess
Same.
what? A lot of guys don't want to admit it. But we're sneaky little fucks because guess what? We want that ass. We'll put up with your shit as long as we can for that ass.
I was gonna say, I have a fucking threshold and it's kind of...
Right.
It's pretty low.
We'll listen to all your fucking boyfriend problems to hope that one day you're going to let us smash.
I feel a little bit different than... In my younger years, yes. Now, I feel a little bit different, though.
At some point in time. Some people don't grow out of it
That's
until they're
true,
in their
yeah.
late.
A lot of them don't, apparently.
It just depends.
Yeah. Because, like... Yeah, in my younger years, I would have. Now, I like to see people succeed. Because it's not very like in a relationship. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice. Like when I log in and I see like an old friend and they got married. And I know a lot of people have to roll their eyes at the bullshit. They're sad that they haven't gotten married or nobody fucking wants to marry them. Me, I'm kind of like, wow, look at them. Somebody fucking made it. Fingers crossed it don't end in divorce because most of them do. and then you end up with a Holly Gennaro, John McClane situation.
I think Steve Harvey made an interesting point.
Great mustache.
Very good mustache.
It's the only hair he's got.
He made a point.
Eyebrows.
He made a point where if you're in a committed relationship, marriage, whatever, that when it comes to your relationship issues or any decisions that you guys are making, it needs to stay between you two.
100%.
Because the minute you let your friends know, your parents know, and when you start getting other voices in your fucking head, guess what? That's when shit's
I made the
apart.
mistake of letting my parents in on in an early relationship, my early
all
mid
have.
20s. Yeah,
It's learning experiences.
fucking-
But
yeah.
when you look back on it, you're actually kind of glad that you did.
Well, it allowed me to see or at least hear from somebody the truth that I already knew that I didn't want to accept
Right.
myself and try to fix it. I mean, Corinne and I split. I fucking had it, and I made the call in my head on Christmas Eve. And
I guess that's a Christmas story.
That is a Christmas story right there. Yeah. It's a Christmas rom-com without the com or rom. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
But those two still got together at the end. I know it wasn't snowing, but it was money falling from the sky.
That wasn't fucking money. That was fucking
Bonds, whatever. You know what I'm
That was
saying?
fucking file papers that they blew up.
Whatever.
Fucking 40 building. It was like fucking the Twin Towers when all the fucking
snowing.
papers were all over the place.
It's snowing.
No, no. And listen, not a bad movie. And fucking John McClane's wife's a fucking bitch. I would dump her ass.
How'd you feel about Bruce Willis, though? Pretty good?
Um,
Because at that time, I had watched a thing. It was a series on Netflix called The Movies That Made Us, and they did one about Die Hard. And Bruce Willis, I guess at the time in his acting career, was one of these like daytime TV romantic, whether it was soap operas or just TV dramas. He was like a heartthrob type person. So this was the first movie of his that was pitched, or first acting gig that was pitched as like the hero in an action movie, and people were like, that fucking guy? I feel like he did, because growing up in the 90s, man, Pulp Fiction, Armageddon, you've seen these movies with Bruce Willis in it, and he's always this fucking hard-ass action hero. And then hearing that back in the day, and I'm sure back in the day, if that was your reputation up until that point, we might be looking at you going, what the fuck?
right.
But I feel like he nailed it. Because obviously it spring-loaded his career.
I thought he did good. I think he tried too hard with the New York accent. Like he was trying to be too like
Every now and then it kicked in.
yeah,
Yes,
he was trying
that's
to
true.
be like a fucking Guido, like like I'm just like I'm like
Welcome to the party, pal.
I'm just like
That's how
it was
opened.
kind
I
of like
tried to.
it was kind of like a cheese dick, and then
Yeah, it's the 80s.
And then, like I said, I'm sure it wasn't like him, but like with the smoking, like you're in the middle of a gunfight, oh, I'm going to light 3 in a row. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's get this shit fucking moving. Like, you're fucking chilling, fucking burning a fucking pack right there,
Hell
chain
yeah.
smoking, chilling.
I love it that he was in the airport at the beginning smoking a cigarette. I mean, if talking about generational gaps like we did last week, I mean,
Yeah.
you could smoke in the mall, the movie theaters.
Well-
Hell, my dad even had a time when he was in university in the 70s where he'd be taking a test, and the desks themselves had an ashtray built in.
Yeah.
And the professor would be walking, while you're doing your exam, the professor's walking up and around either smoking a cigarette or smoking a pipe.
Man, they got fucking duped, huh? They all thought it was fucking cool smoking. Ain't that something? Just like the... Can't say it. Can't say it. There's something, current that we all believe is good for
It's
you.
all good, man. It's all good anyway.
But
Well, whatever you celebrate, however, I should say, you celebrate with movies this Christmas, whatever you enjoy that brings that kind of warmth into your home, whether it's Die Hard, such as me, and many others out there, or whether it's A Christmas Story, The Grinch, Elf, Jingle All the Way, The Santa Claus, Rudolph,
I gotta tell you,
The Peanuts Gang.
I gotta tell you real quick. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like,
Oh, boy.
the people who think Die Hard is a legit Christmas movie.
Don't make me mad, dude.
I kinda want like to stay away from you, just like the people who still wear masks. Like I know who you are.
How
and
is that the same?
You're
The same level of approach?
Your thinking is just so like I can't. So I just want to like not talk to you.
I made a lot of compelling arguments that you said you understood and you appreciated my passion for them, but now you want to stay away from me? It's Christmas!
In fairness, I love pissing Tyler off. In fairness, it's kind of adorable.
I can feel it shooting up the back of my
I
neck
know,
right
and
now.
it's kind of adorable. That's why I force him to play Call of Duty with me, because it's adorable.
And you used the John McClane skin when we played Cold War, which was
Yeah,
just
well,
so ironic.
not anymore. That's out with the old.
But now
guard.
you understand the finishing move, you
I
know,
do.
with his hands on his head.
I
and then
do.
whoop!
I do.
And then why everybody was hot dropping Nakatomi Tower in Verdansk.
Yeah, I think.
Gotta get to the vault, man.
I think you could have trimmed.
They played Ode to Joy when they opened the vault.
You
It was
could-
like Christmas morning to the terrorists.
Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. We got the safe open.
They shut the whole grid down so they could scare them, but
Fuck-
they did it for them.
fuck out.
It is a Christmas
No,
miracle.
it's not. No, it's not.
They couldn't get past the 7th lock. He got through the 6th, and the FBI shuts it down, thinking they're
You know
going to
what that
scare him,
movie-
but they did it for
You know
them.
what that movie proves? How dumb the fucking police and the government, FBI government is. That's what it proves.
Yeah, one
There
man
is no
took him, yeah,
fucking-
right? It took one man.
That's right.
all
While
it
they're
took,
all
man.
fucking standing around, butt fucking each
I
other.
say too.
you
I
know.
mean, Reginald Bell Johnson was fantastic as Al.
Yes.
He was. He was. I know we all know him as the dad on Family Matters, but such a good. He really brought some serious good acting. I mean, yes, Alan Rickman that plays Hans Gruber and Professor Snape. Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, he
like
died.
he's watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you could give us a follow.
Yeah, bro, come on, man. I mean, we're
Hey, can
know,
you subscribe,
We're in
dude?
Slytherin. But they brought some good acting to the table, and that was, I believe, one of Alan Rickman's first big major films as well that kind of helped him progress into the game.
I give it. I'm gonna give it
Hey, give-
7 out of 10.
I was gonna say out of 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I can accept that.
Yeah.
I can accept
You could have
that.
trimmed 15, 20 minutes off.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You could have.
But you know, just if it makes you uncomfortable, just make fists with your toes, right? Fists with your toes.
This fucking guy. Whatever. Well, anything else? Any other stories?
Well,
Yeah,
I just
anything else?
appreciate you hearing me out and sitting down and watching the movie anyway.
I'll always hear you out.
You know,
I
what?
may-
And that's what the show's all about,
I'll hear
right?
you out. I might think that you're special, but I'll hear you out. And you don't make like, and again, you don't make like horrible arguments. You don't. But you look at it differently than a lot of normal people look at it.
Okay, so you're normal.
I just try to fit in. That's all. I'm just trying to fit
Well,
in.
whether you fit in or not, you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie or not, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Joyous
Enjoy the time
Kwanzaa.
with the family. Eat a lot of food.
Love you.
Enjoy this time because you never know if it'll be our last. Communism's coming right around the corner, buddy.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, your mother must be so proud. Beautiful.
It foamed. I'm going to bed.